What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my World Cup series. This is episode number 34, and we start today's episode off by opening the player pack that we should have opened in the last episode, but I couldn't access the store during that session. I was kind of in a bad mood after going out in a round of 16, so I just turned the PS4 off, but we ended up getting a duplicate anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I also decided to open a couple of packs as well. Just opened 2 packs just because why not? We're out of the tournament again, so I may as well see if we can pick up any decent players. And again, the players aren't really good, but of course we've got to expect that now. You know, we know that for sure. The only good players we can really get are, you know, Super Timmy Cahill and, you know, hopefully 1 or 2 decent CONCACAF players such as Javier Hernandez. But unfortunately, I'm yet to pick him up, or both of those players up, or anyone amazing since we first built our CONCACAF side. So, you know, hopefully eventually we will pick up Hernandez, because I think he could be a really good striker for us. But even so, we opened a couple of packs. We didn't really get anyone useful, but there you go. Can't really be helped, to be honest. But anyway, we're ready to get ourselves back into the group stage again. Of course, we went out in the round of 16 in the last episode for the 2nd time in a row with our new CONCACAF side. So we're hoping to get ourselves through the group stage for the 3rd time in a row. It's not really going to be easy, because of course we have been facing some unbelievable sides, and we will surely be continuing to do so. But regardless of such, I still felt as though, you know, we haven't been doing as badly as I thought. You know, when I first built this side, I thought I'd get battered every game. Haven't been doing too badly, or as badly as I would have thought. So I didn't, you know, I was feeling pessimistic, as you'd expect, because we know we're going to be the underdogs. But I haven't been, you know, too negative about the results we've had so far, especially when you consider the teams we've been facing. And we come against this side to start the game, the episode with, and he's got an 89 rated 100 chemistry side, 4-1-2-1-2. This is probably the best side I've ever faced on this game mode so far. He's got Neuer in goal, back 4 of Vertonghen, Company, Hummels, and Lahm. CDM is Schweinsteiger, Hazard on the left, Robin on the right, Di Maria the playmaker, and a strike partnership of Messi and Suarez. So, pretty amazing side. Yeah, probably the best side I've faced so far on this game mode, so it's no real surprise that the first chance would fall to my opponent. But it was just ridiculous, because Navas came charging out of his goal for no reason, and Suarez had an open goal to aim at. Thankfully, I got Brooks back on time to clear the ball away before it crossed the line, and we kept the score at 0-0. And I got no idea why Navas came for that, because I didn't hold triangle or anything. But even so, it's still 0-0 fortunately there, and I should have been behind, but thankfully not. However, in the 11th minute, I robbed Schweinsteiger and played the ball forward with Clint Dempsey. I get tackled by Hummels, but Schweinsteiger once again gives the ball away. It comes to Giovanni Dos Santos, who play a quick 1-2 with Clint Dempsey, and Dos Santos finesses the ball past Neuer and makes it 1-0. So we go 1-0 up in this game, despite my team being, what is it, 13 ratings lower than my opponent's team. We're still 1-0 up, and that's a great start for us. And in the 18th minute, we could have made it 2-0. Giovanni Dos Santos holds off his challenge and shoots. It hits the post, but thankfully for us, Donovan follows up the rebound and makes it 2-0. So, almost 18 minutes in, and we're 2-0 up. A really good start in this game. And, you know, after the frustration of going out in the last episode, really annoying circumstances, after we conceded one of the worst and most annoying goals of all time when the ball hit the post and then off my goalkeeper into the back of the net, I was so pleased that we were now 3-0 up. So we scored there to make it 3-0, and yeah, we're 3-0 up in this game. And to be honest, I'm a firm believer of, you know, things balance themselves out eventually. And, you know, maybe in the last episode I wasn't really getting the luck, but in this episode I was, because 3 of my goals came from rebounds here, as we made it 4-0 in the 43rd minute. And despite my opponent's team being absolutely amazing, we were 4-0 up. However, in the 48th minute, as my opponent clears the ball forward with Neuer here, I noticed that Schweinsteiger just stopped, and his opponent, his team players, if you will, for my opponent weren't coming to the ball, and I just came to the conclusion he basically just dropped the controller and stopped playing. And then the game disconnected, and, well, you just know what's going to happen, don't you? Well, as you'll see here, in the top right, it says the connection to the Wi-Fi has been lost, and I've lost my connection to PSN, and that's lost my connection to DA servers, and apparently I've disconnected. And I said this has happened before, if you remember, and I said it was complete BS because I was listening to the World Cup on my iMac, and things were perfectly fine. The connection didn't drop, and I can't really see why the connection would drop on a PS4 and nowhere else. Maybe it was the case, but I don't know. But even so, we leave Ultimate Team, and as you'll see, once again, as I press the XMB in just a moment, you'll see I was still signed into PSN. And, you know, I'm not going to deny the fact it probably was a disconnect on my end, but what I am going to be frustrated about is that I was 4-0 up in this game, and my opponent had clearly just dropped the controller as he kicked the ball forward with Neuer, and then stopped playing. And it's, you know, I'm not going to say it's 100% guaranteed that he disconnected, he turned his PS4 off or whatever, but there's a strong possibility he did that. And, you know, I was 4-0 up anyway, so even if he didn't do that, even if he didn't disconnect himself and it was a disconnect on my end, you would still think that EA would determine the match report in the sense that it's clearly an accidental disconnect and you don't deserve to lose the game when you are 4-0 up. And it's just really frustrating because, yes, I can understand why you should be awarded a loss, but I don't think it's very fair when you're 4-0 up, to be honest. I really don't. But, you know, if nothing else, I think EA should just say that game didn't count, you know, and it's just a 0-0, if you will, a draw at least, or, you know, basically no game gets played and you got to start again. That's what I would say. I don't think it's fair to get a loss by 3-0 when you're 4-0 up, and you clearly, you know, why would I quit basically? Why would I disconnect when I'm 4-0 up? So I guess it's just one of those things I wish EA would look into a bit more, because yes, okay, you could argue it's my fault and that's totally fine, but I don't really see, you know, why I deserve a loss for that game. But even so, we lose the game thanks to a disconnect, and that's just really, really frustrating, but there's nothing I can do about it. We get ourselves into the second group stage game here, and again we come up against another incredible side. It's just unbelievable. He's got a 4-2 3-1 side, 87 rated, 100 chemistry side. He also won his first game as well. He's got Julio César in goal, back for Marcelo Cáceres, Thiago Silva and Dani Alves. The CDM partnership is Mascherano and Vidal. The CAM trio is Messi, Di Maria and Oscar, and the striker is Luis Suarez. So again, it's an absolutely incredible side, and again I'm sitting there thinking, how am I going to win this game? Because even if I am winning the game by 4-0, I'll still disconnect and get the loss. But even so, the first chance of the game would fall to us in the 8th minute as Medina gets on the ball and plays a quick 1-2 with Giovanni Dos Santos. It's Medina running clear, he's going through 1-on-1 and he finishes it as well. So 8 minutes in and we're 1-0 up, and I was like, good, you know, seriously good. I don't deserve to lose 2 games in a row, especially after that loss, so I'm glad I'm 1-0 up in this game. I almost made it 2-0. Jeff Cameron hit a thunderbolt from range, but unfortunately it was a good save by the Brazilian goalkeeper. He tips it wide and he puts it behind for a corner, so it's still 1-0 at this stage, but I got off to a really good start, and from the corner it's crossed in towards Brooks, and Brooks does double our advantage. He makes it 2-0 with a great header, and we are 2-0 up in this game, and again, deservedly so. You know, it really was deservedly so. Just like the first game, I was playing much better than my opponent. I deserved to be leading early on, and in the 17th minute you see Jeff Cameron get on the ball here, fake shots around his man, plays a good free ball out wide towards Clint Dempsey, who takes on Marcelo. He beats him with a nice little Berber spin here, takes it inside and out, then he roulettes past Cáceres and drills it into the far corner. So a lovely goal by Clint Dempsey with a couple of nice skill moves. We are 3-0 up 18 minutes in, and again, deservedly so. I was playing really, really well, and despite my opponent having an incredible side, I was playing much better. However, in the 35th minute, he would respond and get himself back in the game with Di Maria. He got played over the top, and unfortunately Navas didn't shut him down quickly enough, and it's 3-1. And in the second half, well, he decides to go for the KSI kickoff glitch, or the kickoff glitch if you will, and he scores from it as well, because Navas decides that he's just going to stand there and wait for a mate, and unfortunately Di Maria heads the ball into the open goal and makes it 3-2. So my opponent is back in the game, and I'm just sitting there thinking, why would you do that, goalkeeper? Seriously. It's 3-2 and my opponent is back in the game. However, in the 59th minute, Donovan gets on the ball. It's a great chance. He plays it through towards Dos Santos. It comes to Donovan, and Donovan restores our 2-goal cushion just before the hour mark, and it's 4-2. And I'm like, good, seriously good. I've been playing so much better than you. I didn't deserve to concede that goal from the kickoff glitch. It's 4-2, and I'm glad I'm back in the game with a 2-goal cushion. But directly from kickoff, he tries to respond with a kickoff glitch. I shut him down this time. However, he gets onto the ball and loses it with Ruiz. And from that, we go on the break. Dos Santos finds Donovan. Donovan finds Brian Ruiz. Ruiz tries to play it over the top towards Landon Donovan. It's cut out only as far as Donovan, who gets onto the ball again. Stops it, gets onto his right foot and strikes it. But it's a good save by Julio César. He turns it behind for a corner. And it is still 4-2. But as I said, I was playing much better. And I thoroughly deserved this 2-goal lead. And the last real chance of the game would fall in the 75th minute as he came forward. But the shot was saved by Navas. We cleared it away, and that was how the game finished. So this time, despite scoring 4 goals against an amazing side, we don't disconnect and get awarded the loss. We do get the win, we do get the 3 points, and that is really, really, really relieving, because we certainly deserved it. You know, we should be on 6 points, but I guess I'll just have to settle for 3. And yeah, we managed to get ourselves the win in this game. And again, by the match stats, I totally deserved it. My opponent didn't play badly. You know, he didn't play badly at all. I didn't deserve to thrash him or anything, but even so, I did feel like I was the better player. player throughout the game, and I do feel like the 3 points were deserved by me. But even so, the last thing you'll see is a player pack, and that will end the episode off. So as always guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it, and if you have enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, because that's much appreciated and it really does help my channel out. And I'll see you for the next episode of my World Cup series very soon.